All right, what's going on, everybody? KB Card Stacks here. Had a very small weekend of sales on eBay and other selling platforms. Been busy on ComC. The last week or two have really picked up for football. Not a whole lot on eBay for me. I haven't been super consistent in listing. I am trying to list 5 cards a day. I think that's been going well, but also trying new platforms out now. So let's talk about what's sold, probably about $60-ish worth, my thoughts, and we'll go from there. So first one, not even a sale. This is a trade from Twitter. A couple of Chiefs cards. There's Travis Kelce, George Karlaftis. There's Patrick Mahomes on the back and Xavier Worthy. I ripped open the score, a treat. It was a very fun rip. I would recommend $22 for 40 packs. It's like Chronicles. You get all the top rookies, a couple Marvin Harrisons. Caleb Williams not in the product. Jaden Daniels is. I've really only seen a couple people pull him. That seems to be the hardest chase right now. But Drake May, Joe Milton, all those guys you want right now seem to be in their Bo Nix. So I had posted about it, and some guy reached out and was like, hey, we really didn't get any Chiefs. You got any Chiefs? And I'm like, sure. So wanted to trade, sent me all his rookies, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I would do Marvin Harrison if, you know. This product is very weird. You can get a Marvin Harrison for, I think, $1.99. Buy it now. Some sell for $4 or $5. I don't know. Maybe it's a promoted listing. I don't know. But I was like, I would do a Marvin Green. I didn't get any Marvin Greens. He's like, yeah, sure, works for me. So super easy. Just going to send these out to my friend. So there we go. Next, first real sale, I should say. DJ Uyunglele, Florida State National Pack. I picked these up on eBay. Somebody on eBay had hundreds of these. They had to have ripped so much product. And I'm curious to know how it kind of worked out for them. I bought 10 of these for about $23-ish. I am totally fine going into the season owning no DJ Uyunglele. I don't believe in Florida State at all. DJ, we wrote him off 2-3 years ago, and we're like, this kid sucks. This is such a fall off compared to, you know, all, I guess, Trevor Lawrence, you know, and then everyone wanted Cade Klubnik, all of that, whatever. Went to Oregon State. He was okay. He got the box loaded with Damian Martinez. He was okay. Florida State, I think it's a good fit, fine. You just can't tell me that Florida State loses 10, 12, 13 draft picks, very high-level guys, too. And then they've replaced them with Miami backups who are now starting and Alabama backups who are now starting. Like, it just doesn't make sense. The quality of your replacement, I get it, Norvell's been great in the portal. You find Jared Verse from Albany and Braden Fisk out of Western Michigan, I think it was. You know, Johnny Wilson, all these guys, Keon Coleman, right? All those guys that I'm talking about were all transfers. Jordan Travis even, Louisville. So it's hard for me to buy into it. You lose all those guys. That was, what, for Trey Benson. Did he transfer? Where was he? He definitely transferred. I want to say K-State, but that was Trayshawn Ward going over. Maybe he is Florida State. I don't know. But and I just haven't trusted their quarterback assessments. They've had some guys who have transferred out as well. So not for me. I'm out on Florida State, but I figured the updated uniform was worth a shot. I think I mentioned it. I bought 10 of these for about $23-ish, and I felt like the supply was going to dry up. Florida State fans would want a copy of DJU. People want them people have them in the playoffs, which to me, again, is insane. ACC, it's interesting. I like Miami. Clemson's there. NC State's kind of a sneaky play. People are very high on Virginia Tech. Am I missing anyone? Miami. I don't know if I said Miami. I think that was the first team that I said. Those are probably the 4. North Carolina, they've kind of got an interesting quarterback dynamic right now. That's probably it. SMU? Is SMU in the... Yeah, SMU. SMU is going to be dangerous. I don't know. There'll be something to watch out for. So anyways, this one sold for $10. I was very happy about that because, like I said, 10 cards for $22. I sent a couple to ComC. I'm curious how those will sell. Those should be processed. By the time you see this video, we will already know the result of Florida State, Georgia Tech. They're playing in Ireland. I'm recording this Monday of that week. They're playing week 0. Give me Georgia Tech minus or plus 11.5 or 13.5, whatever it is. I'll take them at 11.5, really. Georgia Tech, this is gonna be so stupid if Florida State blows them out. But I'm very pro Georgia Tech on that offense. They don't have a defense. Florida State's going to have to keep up with Georgia Tech, in my opinion. I'm not going to be shocked if Georgia Tech wins. I would be shocked if Florida State wins by 21 points or more. So there we go. That's my tangent. We already know the results. I'll throw the screenshot up. I won't edit this until after, or I'll just add it after. DJU. There we go. All right, Brock Purdy score. Sold one of these cards. Again, mention it. You get like 120 cards. Ton of rookies, but eBay is saturated with them. I mentioned Marvin Harrison. You can get them for $1.99. You can get multiple. Like, they'll lot them up. One green, one orange for $3. Doesn't make sense. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to list these, but I'm going to try out Mercari. Mercari, I hear, things here and there every now and then. People are like, hey, you can sell some weirder things that you wouldn't think would sell, like just the lower end parallels that you probably couldn't sell on Twitter or Instagram for $1 that sells for $3. And there's no seller fees on Mercari, technically. They do have a cash out fee, I think of like $1 or $2. And that's just regardless of your balance. So if I sold this for $3.75, had it listed for $5, someone sends an offer, and I accepted it because now I can create a title. Should you sell sports cards on Mercari 2024? Whatever the title is going to be, there you go. That's a video idea for you. So that was my thought, and I just listed all the rookies. I'm like, you know what? There's so many on eBay. I'll be the only one on Mercari. And I don't know what the demographic of Mercari is. I don't know if it's like more of, people just are scared of eBay, or it's like a parental thing. I kind of lean that way, just knowing how my parents kind of operate, where it's like they would see something in the news on eBay and be like, wow, these people got scammed on eBay. Are you using eBay? You shouldn't be using eBay. Or, hey, they got all their bank information. Do you use Zelle? I heard, someone has all their bank information. That one instance just scares them away, and maybe parents trust Mercari. And it's like, oh, that's just, what they know. I don't know. Some people live and die by Facebook Marketplace. I could see how people live and die by Mercari. So nonetheless, I don't know the demographic. I don't know if it's a younger. I see, sellers of all ages, it appears. But I just feel like I'm kind of not a monopoly, but I'm the only, if someone wants a Marvin Harrison rookie scorecard right now on Mercari, and that's the only platform they use or know of or trust, I'm the only one there. So I listed, 24-ish, 25, I'd say, probably 20 listings. I've got views, watchers, likes, whatever, trying to see what works. It seems like the Brock Purdy, Anthony Richardson, like the big names are getting likes and views. The other names, meh. But, I'm just going to keep it up for a couple weeks maybe, see if I can sell over $16 worth of stuff. So I'm almost a quarter of the way there, a little bit less. I'll be impressed. Would I continue to use Mercari? Not necessarily. I've tried, don't really want to get into the low end game and kind of want to graduate out of that and just kind of focus on more, I guess, less quantity just because I don't have the time. It is what it is, but is it worth it? Maybe. I see a lot of truthers, talk about it, so something to consider. All right, Damon Martinez, he might be the hottest guy that I've been selling right now. I think this is my third Damian Martinez I sold in the last week or two. I don't know what it is. He's been at Miami committed. People are very high in Miami. Win totals at like 9.5, 10.5, probably 9.5. That seems more realistic. I think this one sold straight up for 45. I don't think I own any more golds. I was buying these for $20 a piece, less. I've sold most of them for 40 plus. I do have an orange. Someone came up and bought my orange shimmer at 125 straight up. I still have my orange sapphire. I get offers on that about once a week. That's at $100. I'll probably jump that price just because that's my last piece now. I like Damon Martinez. Not a lot of people were watching Oregon State last year. I get it. Or the year before. He was Pac-12 newcomer of the year or freshman offensive player of the year. Really good back. I really believe in Miami, so that was a nice sale. But now I'm running low. But he, for whatever reason, has been kind of the hottest sale right there. And then last one, not officially a sale totally. I've got a friend, Mason, one of my first follows on Twitter, one of my first friends from Twitter. I was using my personal account back, peak COVID, March 2020, when I first got back into cards. And then I decided to create a new Twitter account. I don't know how we interacted or followed each other, but just been cool ever since. A lot of people come and go. They've left the hobby, just went other paths. You grow apart, you just kind of lose touch, lose connection, but been homies for the last 4-ish years. Huge Lions fan. He kind of left for a little bit, but we still kept in touch, and just been a cool dude. So he's been hype on the Lions, and he'll text me links and stuff and be like, what do you think of this? He left for like a year or two, and then he's like, what's the deal with Select and Prism, and how do people like all that and all of this? And he was looking for Hendon Hooker, and I was like, I just bought one from the State Show, but got it for 15. And then he was like, what do you want for him? Like $15. I don't necessarily care to make a profit there. So out for 15, just money back in. So what is that? $70 plus a trade. Marvin Harrison, we'll see. I just might just give it to a kid here, my boss. He's a huge Cardinals fan. He bought a PSA 9 Marvin Harrison refractor for like $50. I think last comp was like 26. So interesting. But that's everything. So again, Mercari, give it a shot, I guess. I don't know. It was pretty easy to list. The rest, eBay sales and just a friend deal. So that's everything. Nothing too crazy. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next video. Peace.